love you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'd have to say the same, but I really can't see it.
Okay, and my question is, what was the most exciting and fun scene that you have ever shot with any movie?
It's an impossible, it's an impossible answer. I can never conjure up an answer to that one. But where do I start? I love, because we've had so many group scenes with so many people. It is actually really nice to get the opportunity to work sort of one-on-one-ish. So that scene, the astronomy tower we did at number 6, was really, really cool to have all these great British actors, the cream of the crop really, back in there. Is awesome. And also it's nice to have Jim Broadbent back. So for those who don't know, I worked with Jim Broadbent was my dad in The Borrowers, which is the first ever film I ever did. So it's so weird to see him. 12 years later he came back onto set, and it's really cool because these great British actors are always really nervous because they think we're like a massive family, and like, is there place for me in your family? And he actually sort of latched onto me and was like, oh hi, do you remember me? And I was like, do you remember me, for Christ's sake? So that was cool. And also this is the first film ever that there was a few scenes in the Room of Requirement and stuff where it was just by myself, which was really weird. No dialogue, no one else, just 60 crew members and me walking around weirdly with a bird or an apple. And I was really nervous. I'd never been on set before by myself. It literally is all eyes on you. There's no one else to distract or take away from you. So I was really nervous, but I had a lot of fun with that. It's great fun to sort of be weird and eerie.
Hi, my name is Mia. I wanted to know, what is your favorite book in the series?
The last one, I suppose, in the respect of how epic the story is. I was always a big fan of Chamber of Secrets. I don't know why. Something about a Chamber of Secrets really appeals to me, and a big snake thing that kills people. It's a really cool concept for a story. So yeah, I was very keen on that one, definitely. Keep calling him Daniel. Harry and I had a cool one fight where we had wires coming out of us, and we were doing some pretty cool flips and stuff. So it has nothing to do with the books, is it? Sorry. But yeah, no, the Chamber of Secrets is probably my favourite. Yeah.
Not to be too personal, but do you have any siblings and your parents? Were they real supportive at the beginning when you first started acting and you said, Mom, Dad, I want to act, or? Yeah,
actually, you've reminded me of a very, massive thank you to my mom, really. I get teary at the thought of it, but she is really, without her, this would be nothing. She's been one of those great parents who never forced me to do anything. She wasn't one of those go on, love, do your best sort of thing. I always wanted to do it. I always wanted to go to these auditions. She used to convince me to go for these auditions in exchange for McDonald's at the end of the day. So she knew how to, oil the machine. But again, she's always been very supportive. My 3 older brothers have always been great to me. Again, none of them have any interest in Harry Potter, but that works. It's good, man, because it keeps us all grounded. As far as they're concerned, I have a completely normal job, which is really cool. And again, going back to my mum, she gave up her job for 6 months, well, forever really. She quit her lifelong dream of a job to come out to Malaysia with me for 6 months to do Anna and the King when I was 12 years old. They have these great caterers on these sets, obviously, and at that age all I wanted was a KFC. So every day she would go and get KFC for me and bring it back in taxis. And quite ironically, everyone on that set got food poisoning for some local thing, except me, because I was eating KFC. So that's my bit of advice for you guys. Everyone says, that stuff will kill you. And I'm like, no, man, it's keeping me alive. But yeah, I wish she was here today just so I could give her a big thank you, because it would be nothing without her, definitely. And my dad, shout out to dad as well. He's more behind the scenes, isn't he? He's working to make sure that we got food on the table and stuff like that, but nothing would be possible without those two, obviously. Physically, but yeah. I've had a nightmare, the last 2 panels, man, it's got into some very lewd comments, and yeah. I started mentioning Daniel and I and tension in the bathroom, and it got very, getting our wands out, it got very, some real misunderstandings or something. That's why I was very particular with my words today when voicing that scene.
Potter Puppet Pals, and what's your favorite one?
Do I watch what, sorry?
Potter Puppet Pals.
I confess, actually, the last time Daniel and I were on set, and thanks to the iPhone, we were checking that out together, actually, yeah. There's a lot of things on YouTube. I mean, it's amazing what people seem to be inspired by these books to create. I mean, it's fantastic, really. Anything creative is good, but someone asked me yesterday, were you upset that you weren't featured as a puppet? And I was like, no, and I was quite happy to be left out of that particular production. And, there's the musical as well, I don't know if anyone's seen that. We had a lot of fun looking at that stuff on set, and it's great fun.
What's your favorite movie and what's your favorite part about that movie?
I confess it has to be number 6 really, only because that's the one I spent the most time really there, sort of developing relationships and stuff like that. Favorite part of it? My favorite scene actually in the 6th one, probably an overlooked scene I think, but when Harry and Dumbledore go to try and convince Slughorn to come back to Hogwarts, and Slughorn's the chair, with the unicorn blood and stuff. I just think it's comedic genius, man. I think Jim Broadbent and Michael Gambon are two of the funniest British gentlemen you'll ever meet. Gentlemen, sorry. So yeah, no, I thoroughly enjoyed that scene in that film, definitely.
Hey. What do you like the best about being able to play Draco Malfoy?
Well, it's nice, man, because a lot of people, I get to vent. I build my day-to-day frustrations, whether it be traffic or losing my keys or someone annoying me about something. I get to keep it all in. The moment they say rolling cameras, it's like, right, I can release it now. I can really start being a vicious bastard. So I have a lot of fun doing that, releasing that that side of it. It's great fun in that respect. Thank you for the question, man.
Hi, I'm Madison.
Hey.
What was your favorite spell in the movie?
Well, even though I suffered bad from it, the Sectum Sempra spell is pretty cool. Yeah. And that was the first time I ever got to wear. I've always wanted blood. I don't know why, but young actors we always want blood, and they hooked me up with this fake prosthetic chest, in which they pumped blood through tiny little cracks in my chest that sort of leaked into the shirt. And then sort of went into the water, and I remember it being in the water, doing the whole thing, and whenever they said cut, I was like, yeah, man, look at this. And I remember giving my phone to some of the people that helped me out. I was like, take pictures, man, take pictures. That's actually, it reminds me of, it's from going back a while, but into it's the 3rd film, yeah, 3rd film with Buckbeak and the whole him attacking me thing. And they had, for Robbie Coltrane to look huge, they make models of us looking tiny. So they built a sort of basic replica model of me, just a tiny bit smaller. And I had so many pictures of this dummy, like this poor dummy was like this in pain. And there's me like, and nothing terrified my mum more than this fake dummy in pain looking like dead lying on the floor. I wanted to take it home with me and chuck over some car wheels and that.
Some night when you need
Yeah, sure. Terrified my mum, yeah. I think they're like £70,000 each though, so they kindly rejected me on that one.
Hi Tom, this is Fiesta Laurie from feltbeats.com.
Hey, big shout out to Felt. And for those who don't know, feltbeats.com do so much for me fan-wise. I don't have an official fan base, a fan site that I personally run, but feltbeats.com do it all for me beautifully. So a big thank you to all their efforts. Thank you. Sorry, continue.
We're taping this question and answer session, and we're wondering if you could do a shout out for our beloved administrator Misha, because today is her birthday.
Serious?
Yes.
Over here? Big happy birthday, Misha. I mean, I know you started this all off now, and you've helped so many people along the way, and some great things have happened. I mean, I know you've changed people's lives. I mean, far from mine, but people that you work with and stuff. So, happy birthday, and again, a big thank you. And I can't wait to meet you. It's been so long, man. I want to put a face to the name. Thank you. Is that okay? Cool.
How about 10?